Hello, community. This is Jason Pressure with CIT 260, the final week presentation of the video game and some of the different operations of the game, such as loops and enumerations and arrays, also different types of streams, byte streams, and character streams. So I'm going to go over a few of those. So we're going to share my screen here of the game created, which is called Able Hunter, and go over a few of the things that we did in the game. So first we're going to go over is the loops or repetition statements. Go here to the view class. Got a few of those in here. We have, first off, we have the do while statement. So it starts with public void display method string value, which is this value here. So we do this dot console dot println this dot prompt message. Runs through this, and then while the value is not equal to Q, it continues to run this program. If we go down here, we have a while statement. While valid, boolean valid equals false, while it is true, it will do this dot console dot println player dot get the player's name method plus enter your selection below. And it uses this character input stream, this dot keyboard dot read line, to read the selection. So then it goes do action selection, and down here are the selections. We have N, C, G, H, S, P, and Q. So S will save the game, G will get the saved game, C will go to the scenes, and N will go to Able Hunter start. If you hit Q quit, it ends the game. Down here we have the default, which is this character output stream, invalid choice, please try again. So if you don't enter one of these letters or you don't enter anything at all, you get this character output stream telling you, hey, try again. And if this enter the do while statement, if it is not equal to quit, keeps going. If it is equal to quit, then it jumps out and goes back to the top. So that's supposed to do, that was while a for statement. Here's our for repetitive statement or for loop. So integer I is equal to 0. I is not less than names dot length array negative -1 increase I. So if integer compare result is equal to names array and any position in the array, it dot compare to names I plus 1. If this is equal, then it comes to do this. If compare result is greater than 0, it runs this. If you enter something in there, it runs that and returns the name. Let's just put in there. Our array list, we have enumerations: armor, avatar, game scenes, resources, and weapons. So open the weapons up. This is our enumerations array: hands, bow weapon, spear, wood sword, iron sword, and diamond sword. And this is the excuse me, message associated with the array, the enumeration array. Enumerations are a lot easier to use than a regular array because they're much more easier to change than a regular array is. This here, all you got to do is just move this down, add some lines of text in there. So add a comma, we'll enter, we'll do SWORD, we'll put in our brackets and our quotes, and we'll close the bracket, And we've added to the array, the enumeration array, and it. Oh, I see. Okay. Actually, supposed to put in that parentheses and then that ends the array. And then we added a new one automatically already. The weapons into the array, but we don't want it, so we get rid of it. That's our enumeration array. Now we also have a regular array, two regular arrays. This array is set to be used. This one is commented out. It's just a comment, but this is the array scenes: mountain, island, desert, lodge, and forest. It's used down here in this program. If we wanted to use the array list, we list it this way. We have a brackets here, a opening bracket here, closing bracket here with a semicolon, and inside brackets in the array in here. Instead of listing it this way, you can list it this way, and it would use it the same way in this program. Using this character output stream, it would print scenes. Use this for loop and print the scenes in order. It's supposed to list the array in alphabetical order. And then another part of the game is we have the byte stream, which is actually supposed to save our program to a file on the computer. This is the file it's supposed to use. We go to print report view right here. This is the byte input stream, file input stream. File input stream, this is the file it's supposed to write to. As noticed earlier, it doesn't have a file output stream, which actually writes to the program. This one just gets the input from this file. Excuse me. So that's byte input stream. And this one here, this is a character output stream. We also have the character input stream back over here, which is keyboard. Up at the top, we have the buffered reader and print writer. These are character input and character output. So whenever you have the keyboard, it reads from the keyboard right here, the selection, string selection, it goes to this.keyboard.readline, and whatever you put, if one of these is in there right here, then it reads that and puts it in and displays a message. If we go down here to the save game, if you put this in, it's enter the file, path the file where you like to save the game. So this is the message that it outputs to the screen. So we got exception. We also have exception handling in our game. Cold. We have game control, JSON exception, and map control exception. This right here is a map control exception, and this is a regular input-output exception in Java, and we also have the JSON exception. When doing programs, if you run across an exception and you let the Java actually use the own exception, it causes your program to shut down and makes it harder to debug. Now, if you have your own exceptions in there, like we have created over here on the left, it'll actually allow the program to continue to run. It's easier to debug. You can find out where your problems are at by using your own exceptions and have it miss. You can have it display a message or whatever else you need to do. Like right here, cat's exception E, it prints this message, error reading input, and it gets the message assigned with exception. Those are the last bit of programming we learned in the class. The game isn't working fully. Every time I do a debug, I get right here, I get this as a null error, and it has something to do with find it now. something in there that was written, and it ended up being null, so it wasn't working the way it's supposed to. But the game, we have no errors in the game, as you can tell. As you can see, no errors. If we run the game down here, we get compile and it doesn't run anything because nothing's printing out. All it would do anyway was just print out menus. Just print menus is all it would do. If the menus worked and they were linked to different methods, like right here, it would actually print out a message telling you that you were in wherever you're at. So if we went to game scenes, go to the view menu, we go to the mountain view, it would actually print out the message that you have entered the mountain view. So it's been a fun class. It's been very difficult for me. I'm not very good at programming. Still learning a lot. We enjoy watching it. And that's the end of my presentation for this class. Thank you and have a wonderful day.